Hey guys, and welcome back to another Disney Plus UK update. This week we're going to have a look at the Marvel section. We've had a comment from Doctor Strange asking about Spider-Man, so we're going to have a little talk about that as well and why that's not on there. So let's have a little look into the Marvel section. Okay, so first thing when you load into it, you got the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is MCU, and it's if you notice, it's backwards. So you got the last film there, and then if you scroll all the way back, you got Iron Man, which is the very first film. Now this is the order of release, or the backwards order of release. It's not actually like the chronological order, if you will. So what we'll do is we'll put that in the description below, just so if you want to watch it in like a time frame thing, you can see what we did when we want to watch Endgame. So you got everything there apart from Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. So it goes on to more Marvel movies. So pretty much all the X-Men films, bar a few. So we got X-Men, X2, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, The Wolverine, X-Men Days of Future Past, and then Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. Now, it doesn't look like we've got the first Fantastic Four film, just Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, which is the second one. Also, we don't have the brand new Fantastic Four film either. And if you notice, they have the original trilogy and the origin stories, but they don't have the X-Men First Class or Apocalypse or Dark Phoenix. Again, we'll talk about that in a moment, but let's just move down here to live action series and specials. So they got Marvel hero projects. We're just going to quickly click into here. Now this is one season, and let's have a look how many episodes there are so far of this. There's 5 so far. So this is one of those ones where they release one each week. And what it is following the stories of some of these remarkable young people and how they become heroes, and they actually get like a little goodie bag at the end then, or goodie box. And with that, they have a comic made about them, as well as a really cool leather jacket, as you can see in that picture there. It's like awesome. Anyone would want one of them. Right, okay, so we got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So let's have a look at how many seasons are there. 5 seasons, so there's not all the seasons on here, but more or less, and they're all here. They're not releasing them weekly. They are all here, but like I said, it's not up to date. There is one more season, I believe, left to come on there. Right, Runaways. I haven't watched this at all, and it doesn't look like my kind of thing. It's like a teen drama, pretty much. So there's 2 seasons of this, and it follows these 6 teenagers learning about their mutant powers, pretty much. That looks pretty cool, whatever her power is. I will watch it one day, but it's not on my priority list at the moment. They're about 50-minute long episodes. Agent Carter. Now let's have a little look at here. It's another season that I do actually want to watch, but I haven't yet. There's 2 seasons. I do believe that is up to date, but if I'm wrong, then let me know in the comments below. 10 episodes in the last season, and there is 8 episodes in the first season. Now, they range from 40 minutes to 50 minutes each episode, so I might actually watch those. So this is all based on Peggy Carter right after Cap goes into the ice. Spoilers. Okay, so I'm going to move on. And we have the Inhumans. Now, I did not like this at all. It was big, massively hyped, and I just thought it was awful. I couldn't tell you why I thought it was awful, but I just think it was the storytelling and a little bit of the acting in it. But some of the actors were amazing. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. So they've got all the episodes on there, and I don't know whether they're going to be doing another series on that. So let's move on. And that was actually filmed for IMAX. So if you do have a 4K TV that would look stunning. I believe in that. So we got some documentaries now. You got Expanding the Universe, Assembling a Universe, and From Pulp to Pop. So that's the 75-year anniversary of Marvel, and there's good old Stan there. We did actually manage to get to meet Stan in his last European tour. So glad we went to actually see him. So Assembling Universe. So I'm assuming this one is all about the lead up to the first Avengers film. Yeah, it does look like it. So it goes back to the comics and everything as well. So that might be worth a watch. It's 40 minutes long, so it's not too bad. And it's gone back to there now. Right, and then Expanding the Universe. Obviously, it's going to be after the Avengers and looking more at what's happening things. So an exciting look into the future of Marvel Studios including never before seen footage featuring talent and filmmakers from upcoming Disney Plus series. I wonder what that is. So let's just carry on. And we got the animated series and specials. So you got the Fantastic Four, the Incredible Hulk, Avengers Assemble, Marvel Avengers, Rising Chasing Ghosts, whatever that one is, Spider-Man and the Hulk, the 90s Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Silver Surfer, which was another 90s cartoon, X-Men 90s cartoon, Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends. I could not read that then, sorry. Ultimate Spider-Man, Superhero Squad, Spider-Man Ultimate Spider-Woman, Earth Mightiest Heroes Avengers, I think that one is. The 90s, no, that's the 90s Spider-Man. I think that's the 70s. Don't quote me on that one. Let's click on it. Let's have a look. 80s. There we go. 1981. Cool. I was only 2 years old. I don't like that. It goes back. Oh, there. Come on. Right, you got Iron Man and Captain America. Ooh, that's a new one. Heroes United. And finally then, Hulk Monsters Dwell. Okay, so looks like you got Doctor Strange in that one too. So whilst we're here, let's talk about. Actually, no, we're gonna carry on. Ignore what I just said. So mini adventures and some really cool old cartoons there. We'll be watching some of those again. But mini adventures. So you got Avengers Secret Wars. Ooh, so that's how they bring in the Secret Wars into it. So there's some shorts. So that might be worth it. Because look, it looks like it's all the movie characters with one of the characters from the new games, the Ms. Marvel. When Avengers, the video game, comes out, that shall be there. We got some Guardians of the Galaxy shorts and Superhero Adventures Frostfight. What's that? Rising Initiation. Oh, okay, so it's a Spider-Man series with Spider-Gwen. What else we got then? Marvel Ultimate Comics, and you've got these Marvel Superhero Adventures, Rocket and Groot, and Spider-Man shorts. And then that leads us on to Spider-Verse. So they got all these different animated series here, and then you've got Avengers Infinity War, because obviously Spider-Man was in Infinity War and Civil War and Endgame. So let's address the Spider-Verse and X-Men at the moment. Why they are not showing the Tom Holland or any of the Spider-Man films, really, the Tobey Maguire ones or the Andrew Garfield ones. Well, it's all to do with licensing and copyright and ownership. And believe it or not, but Marvel does not own all aspects of Spider-Man. Sony actually own the rights to Spider-Man, and Disney are allowed to do certain things with Spider-Man. That's why he was allowed to be in Civil War, and then Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame, and also have his own 2 films, because after that, Sony said no more, you made too much money, pretty much. But then Disney said that they've come to a deal, so Spider-Man 3 will be carrying on, it looks like. So it's all down to that. So what? Hopefully they will strike up a deal so we can have the entire MCU on Disney Plus, because it is a little bit disappointing that we're missing two key films. Really, it's like Homecoming. Well, it's not key really, but you get to know more about this world's Spider-Man. But then Far From Home, that is actually gearing up for the next stage of the MCU. So it is a really important one nowadays, I believe, which makes me want to watch it even more. But yeah, that's why that's not there. And as for X-Men, why don't they have X-Men First Class? Why don't they have Apocalypse or Dark Phoenix? Now, I'm not 100% on this one, so don't quote me on this, but I do believe, again, it's to do with licensing. Yes, they are all Fox productions, and Disney have bought Fox, but there would be other companies that would have actually worked with Fox to do those films. So there probably would be a licensing issue there, or it could be that they've signed agreements for like Netflix or Sky or other streaming services, so they can't actually show them on Disney Plus until those have expired. That is why Disney Plus UK was actually delayed, and it didn't come out in November at the same time as America, because of all licensing agreements, because Disney had an agreement with Sky, and where they had the Sky Disney channel where you can all the movies and things on there. So that's why it was delayed, because they were waiting for that license agreement to run out. So hopefully that will happen, and we'll get all the X-Men films together on here. But I'm not too worried about those. I just want the Spider-Man films on here, mainly just Tom Holland ones, because it finishes the MCU really. And let's go on to the next section, which is origin story. So all these are all your origins. So it's quite good that they separate all these. So if you just like, well, how did Black Panther come about? It's like, well, there we go. Boom, it's in there. And then Marvel through the years. So they've just showing how Marvel has progressed through the years. How many different ones have they got? Okay, yeah. So it does look like it's in some sort of chronological order, yeah? Yeah. Yes, it is. So this is all on release order. So that's the latest. Actually, that should be there. Oh, so there's a little bit of a... It's not fully in there, but it is as well, because that came out the same year. So that came out like a month before Endgame, I think. But there we go. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to have a little search just to show you guys that some things aren't on here. So let's go with Fantastic Four. Let's spell it with a number first. So Fantastic Four, well, they haven't got it with the number, so let's type it 4. So there we go. We haven't got the original one. We just got the second one. Again, could be to do with licensing. I'm not too sure who done the first one, but we shall leave you look into that. And then you got the 90s cartoon of Fantastic Four. So I'll just type in Spider-Man just to show you that it is not on here. So there we go. See, no Spider-Man. I don't know why Mighty Ducks has come up on that. And I'll even spell it like that. Nope, nothing there. And I'll even spell it like that. But there we go, guys. So that is all the Marvel section on Disney Plus UK. So just want to make a little bit of an announcement. It's like some of the details I do give out are only available to me at the time that I record these videos. So I did do an April update for UK, and it did say that Night in the Museum was going to be out on the 10th of April. Now, they didn't actually release it, and I actually sent them a message on Twitter, which I didn't get a reply from, but I noticed that on their website they did actually then pull the information from Night at the Museum. Again, this could be a licensing issue, or it could have been a mistake that they didn't mean to put it up for this. They might have meant it was for a different date or for a different area. But we do have Night in the Museum 2, which is a bit silly, really. I'm the second one when we haven't got the first. But yeah, so I know that they are planning on remaking Night at the Museum. Don't know why, but they are planning on that. But that is it. What else do you want me to have a look at on here, guys? Just let me know in the comments. I shall be having a look at the National Geographic area, Pixar area, and Disney area at some point too. But what are you enjoying about Disney Plus? Have you actually extended from the 7-day trial? How are you doing the yearly, or are you doing the monthly? I just want to have a little chat about it. What are you looking forward to, and what do you want to come on Disney Plus? Just have a little chat in the comments below. And until next time.